Depression. All right, let's get something straight. Depression is not just feeling sad. It's not that mood you get when your favorite football team loses or when the jollof rice finishes before your turn. No, this thing is much deeper. It's like your brain suddenly forgets where the light switch is, and now you're stuck in emotional darkness wondering why everything tastes like cardboard and sounds like static. Depression, also known as major depressive disorder, is one of the most misunderstood illnesses out there. People say things like, just cheer up or be positive, as if you can fix your brain chemistry with a motivational quote and a smoothie. But it's way more complicated. It's not a bad mood, it's a full on system crash. Here's what's happening behind the scenes. Your brain runs on chemicals serotonin, dopamine, norepinephrine. Think of them as your internal Wi Fi signals for happiness, motivation, and focus. When those signals drop, your emotional connection to life starts buffering endlessly. It's not your fault. It's biology, stress, hormones, and sometimes genetics having a group meeting you didn't authorize. Your amygdala, that's the drama queen of your brain, starts overreacting to everything. Your prefrontal cortex, which is supposed to be the voice of reason, gets quiet. And your hippocampus, your memory center, starts shrinking like laundry in hot water. That's why people with depression don't just snap out of it. Their whole operating system is lagging. Now, how do you know it's more than just a rough week? Depression shows up wearing many disguises. You might feel tired all the time, like you've got the emotional version of a dead phone battery. You lose interest in things you used to love music, food, people, your favorite shows. Even sleep feels like work. You can't focus. Your thoughts move like dial up internet. And sometimes you just feel empty. And the scary part? You can look completely fine on the outside. You can laugh, work, post selfies, but inside, everything feels gray. So, what causes it? It's like cooking. Everyone's recipe is different. For some, it's genetics. Depression runs in the family, like that one uncle who never leaves the party. For others, it's life. Trauma, grief, stress, heartbreak, financial pressure, bad sleep, or even certain illnesses. Sometimes your brain just doesn't produce or use mood chemicals properly. And if you mix all that together, boom, the perfect storm. Untreated depression doesn't just mess with your mood, it hijacks your whole system. It can affect your energy, your memory, your immune system, even your heart health. It can destroy relationships, ruin motivation, and make life feel like walking through mud. And that's why it's so important to talk about it, because silence only feeds it. Here's the good news: depression is treatable. You don't have to stay stuck in that fog forever. Therapy helps rewire your brain's thought loops. Medication helps rebalance those mood chemicals. Exercise, sunlight, and good sleep help too, because your body and mind are besties, not separate roommates. Even small things, talking to a friend, journaling, or taking a walk, can slowly nudge the needle back toward okay. Sometimes it's a mix of all of the above. Therapy plus meds plus lifestyle equals healing combo. And if you ever hear someone say therapy is for weak people, just know that facing your brain is one of the bravest things you can do. Anxiety disorder. You ever have those days where your brain just won't shut up? Like you're lying in bed, trying to sleep, and suddenly your mind's like, hey, remember that embarrassing thing you said in 2015? Yeah, welcome to anxiety. Anxiety isn't just being nervous before a test or worrying about a job interview. That's normal. Everybody gets that. Anxiety disorder, though, that's when your brain hits the panic button and forgets to turn it off. It's like living with an overprotective security guard inside your head, one who constantly sees danger everywhere. You could be chilling, eating your favorite meal, and your brain's like, wait, what if something goes wrong? What if we choke? What if the world ends? And suddenly, your heart's racing, your palms are sweating, and you're mentally drafting your will, all because your brain decided to throw a surprise disaster drill. Here's the thing: anxiety isn't trying to ruin your life, it's trying to protect you. It's your body's built in alarm system. It's supposed to alert you when there's real danger. But in generalized anxiety disorder, that system malfunctions. The alarm keeps going off even when nothing's actually wrong. Your body gets flooded with stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol, and that fight or flight mode stays on all day, every day. It's exhausting. You start worrying about everything: work, relationships, health, the future, what people think, what you said, what you didn't say, what you might say next week. It's like your thoughts are tabs on a browser that never closes. And even when you sleep, one of them starts auto-playing a new worry video at 3 a.m. Physically, anxiety can be sneaky. You might feel your heart pounding out of nowhere, your stomach twisting, your muscles tense, your chest tight. Sometimes you can't breathe right, and you think you're dying. That's called a panic attack. And it's basically your body's way of saying, I've had enough of your hypothetical scenarios. And because anxiety is invisible, people might tell you, just relax or stop overthinking. But that's like telling someone with asthma to just breathe better. If it were that easy, we'd all be Zen monks by now. The causes? Well, it's a mix. Sometimes it's genetic. Anxiety runs in families like bad Wi Fi. Sometimes it's learned. You grew up in chaos, so your brain learned to always stay alert. And sometimes it's chemical. Your brain just produces a little too much caution and not enough chill. And the effects go deep. Chronic anxiety wears you out, mentally, emotionally, physically. You can't focus, you can't rest, and even joy starts to feel suspicious. You second guess everything: friendships, decisions, yourself. It's like driving with both feet on the gas and the brake. But here's the bright side: anxiety is highly treatable. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is one of the best tools out there. It teaches your brain to question those what if thoughts before they spiral out of control. Medication can help too. Anti anxiety meds or antidepressants can rebalance the chemistry and quiet the alarm. Lifestyle helps more than people think. Exercise burns off that excess adrenaline. Deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation retrain your nervous system to chill. Even something as simple as journaling your thoughts or stepping outside for sunlight can reset your mood a little. And no, you don't have to get rid of anxiety to get better. The goal isn't zero anxiety. It's learning how to live with it without letting it run the show. It's like turning that overprotective security guard into a calm safety consultant, one who says, "We're fine, I checked. You can relax now." So if you live with anxiety, remember, your brain's not broken. It's just doing its job a little too well. And with the right help, the right tools, and a little patience, you can teach it to stand down. And that's it. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.